a design business, passive income from products and courses, and a YouTube channel that keeps on growing. Will Patterson seems to effortlessly scale multiple businesses, but through his career he was met with a problem that if he hadn't fixed, he never would have hit his true potential. But what did he do to have so much success? Well, to understand that, we need to go back and look at the first two problems he faced. Will grew up in Richmond, a small town in Yorkshire. Having dyslexia meant school wasn't really for him, and he ended up failing his GCSEs. Taking a gamble on his passion, he took out a loan and spent the next 3 years learning everything he could about design. And this sounds like a dream to many, but figuring it out on your own certainly comes with some challenges. Like, how do you know you're learning the right things? How do you critique your own work? And probably most importantly, how do you stay motivated? Regardless of all this, Will managed to stay focused. He found that he had a natural talent for reverse engineering logos and designs, which would ultimately go on to help millions in the form of his YouTube tutorials. After putting countless hours in honing his craft, he got his first freelance job designing a logo for his neighbour, who was a painter decorator. This was a big deal. The logo was going to go on brochures, business cards, and even a van. The budget of the logo design came to a whopping, well, £30. But regardless of this, Will managed to stay focused on this project for days, designing and finessing this logo, and it came out great, something Will says he's still proud of today.
That's the time when I realized, this is for me, but it's just so fun learning how to do it.
Will Patterson didn't have anyone guiding him on how he should work. He watched videos, read books, and taught himself. Self-discipline and willpower is difficult, but Will said it's something he had to learn. But just being disciplined wouldn't be enough to eventually be running his own design studio and have a YouTube channel with way over 500,000 subscribers. What he did next was something every business owner can learn from, and can be the difference between clients ghosting you and having too many offers. I watched a lot of Will's videos. I wanted to learn his method for winning jobs. What I found was he's using a trick that he used even before he had any clients, and that he still uses today to bring in big jobs. In one of Will's videos, he shows us some old designs he had made, logos and hand lettering. He even made a pretend logo and other assets for a made-up coffee company.
This is what I would do, and this is like one of the projects that got me a lot of clients back in the day, including my first ones, because they would look at this and go, oh wow, this designer actually can do something.
Will wasn't waiting to get clients. He was making up projects and putting them out there. Creating fake projects or spec work is such a good lesson for anyone starting out, but that's not the trick I was talking about. It was in the details of this piece that was the real game changer. He was showing his process, explaining why he had done the things he had, and he still does this today in his case studies. Showing your process is a powerful way to build trust between you and your client. And before we look at the biggest reason for Will's success, let's step inside the mind of a potential client and see where you might be losing a lot of work. First thing is timing. Do I need this service? Yes. Seize your portfolio. Do I like what I initially see? Yes. Doesn't see case study. I don't see how this person would work with me, and I don't really understand the process. Doesn't respond. Seize case study. Okay, I can see how this works, and I can see how they've done it successfully with other clients. Gets job. So we've got the foundations of a very successful businessman here, but his next move would be the thing that would ultimately change his life forever. Will had done YouTube for a long time, from logo designs to hand lettering, even some game streaming early on. At the point where your business is taking off, a lot of people would have sidelined the YouTube channel. The amount of time and effort it takes to create, shoot, edit, and post would seem unnecessary to most, but I'm sure it was important to Will. He was starting to build a community, and his consistency started to pay off, with some videos getting millions of views. Giving back to the community has exposed Will to brands, enabled him to sell courses and products, and I'm certain he's done pretty well out of AdSense and sponsored videos. It takes a long time to build a community, and most businesses and individuals wouldn't even bother. But it's quite obvious it can lead to great things. But what if you're making mistakes in your career and you don't even realize it? That's exactly what happened to me. So I made this video that shows you the most obvious mistakes freelancers make.